Hey guys, what's going on? Here we are today. We got an interview with Count Dracula. Hey Count Dracula, how you doing today? What's going on?
I am doing excellent. How are you? I am glad to be here. Good to meet you.
Okay, Count Dracula. Hey, we were wondering, what is it like to be immortal? How about that? How is it like to be immortal?
It is okay. Sometimes I don't know what to do. I feel very lonely at times. I go around and I suck the blood for 500 years. Some days I wonder if I will ever die, but people I love, they get old and they die, and it is very sad. So that is what it's like to be immortal. You you make these people you learn to like, and then you suck their blood all of the time, and they get old and they die.
Oh wow, that's crazy. The fact that you sucking blood and people. I never really thought of that. You create a relationship with someone, and then as the years go by, they get old. They don't look as good anymore. So hey, and then they just basically die. That's crazy, Drac.
Yes, it is crazy. I love to suck the blood of beautiful women. But, as time goes by, they get ugly. And I don't want to suck their blood anymore. It's like they get old and their blood tastes like shit. So I move on. Because, of course, I don't want to just turn anyone into, a vampire. A vampire. Only certain people, at the height of their beauty, can be a vampire. I don't want to turn an old person into a vampire, because they will stay old for the rest of their life. And I do not agree with that. That is not fair to them.
Oh wow, Dracula, that is crazy. So if you turn an old person into a vampire, they stay old forever. I mean, until someone shoves a steak in their fucking chest, that is. So you basically say that you choose people at the height of their beauty to turn them into vampires.
Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. And another thing is I don't want to turn some fatso guy or woman into a vampire either. Vampires must be beautiful. That is the case. I'm not going to turn some fatso woman or man or some weirdo, some nerdy guy. You cannot become a vampire. You have to be very picky in who you turn into a vampire. That is just from me, Count Dracula. I am very picky in who I turn into a vampire. Okay?
Oh wow, I see that. That I never really thought of that. That's crazy. That is crazy. So you're not going to turn a fat person into a vampire, or or you said a nerdy person. That's kind of crazy. Why not? Hey, why not a fat person? I mean, why? Because they'll always stay fat, or because I don't know. What's up on that?
Well, if I turn a fat person into a vampire, then when they turn into a bat to fly away, they're a fat bat. And they can't get away as quicker. So, people will kill them. They may try to kill them as a bat. And, we are very vulnerable, us vampires, when we turn into bats. So, a fat bat is just not a normal bat. So, I just don't want to have someone stay fat forever, because once I turn you into a vampire, you will stay that way forever. You're dead. You have no metabolism. Okay, do you understand what I am saying? Blah. Blah, you're driving me crazy. But yes, that is the case. You're dead. So, I mean, think about it. You're dead. You're the fucking dead. You have no metabolism. You have no blood. You have this. You're just a fucking, basically, a night vulture creature. I don't want to say that, creature of the night, because I don't want to scare people, but that is true. You are a night creature.
Okay, so basically you're basically dead, so you can't be, so whatever you are, when you get turned, whether it be fat, skinny, old, this, that, that's how you're going to be as a vampire. You know? So you have no blood, you're basically just black-hearted fucking creature type thing, is what you're saying.
That is what I am saying, but I don't like to use the word creature or, black heart. I want people to think we are nice. Because vampires are not always mean. We do have the power to seduce people with our minds. We can look into your eyes and seduce you so that you will fall in love with us momentarily so that we can suck your blood. And you will forget that we were there. But that is how the vampire is. We have the power to seduce.
Okay. All right. So how is it? So let me ask you another question. So how is it? Do you sleep in a coffin? I mean, you can't go out during the day at all. Period. I mean, I know we're doing this interview at night, but hey, I'm a night person, so hey, I just figured, I always knew that, vampires can't go out during the daytime. That's true, right, Drac?
That is true. The sun will kill me. Yes, the sun will burn the shit out of me. I will burst into fucking flames. So no, I cannot go out during the fucking day. I need to keep an eye on the time. So if it gets too late, I will have to fly. I will have to get the fuck out of here and go. And yes, I do sleep in a coffin. We don't have to sleep in a coffin, but the coffin is a sealed box that keeps the light out. That is why I sleep in a coffin. I have a big coffin. I have a couple coffins. I have a double coffin in case I have a female over, Hey, I want to double coffin and it's a little higher, so I can get my groove on. But yes, I do sleep in a coffin and I do only come out at night.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. I always knew that, but that's good that you confirmed that. So basically, wooden stakes, silver, holy water. I mean, what the fuck are you afraid of? I mean, come on. I mean, is there anything,
I don't like to tell people exactly what I am afraid of because, that is dangerous for me. For me to tell you that I am afraid of certain things makes me vulnerable. I don't want you to know these things. The sun can kill me. Of course, people know that wooden stakes, if you shove it in my fucking black heart, it will probably kill me. Now, the silver bullets or silver, that's like a werewolf or some shit, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I've never been shot by a silver bullet, so I have no clue. But yes, I can die. You just are going to have to figure that out for yourself. I'm Count Dracula. You will listen to me. Are you trying to do mind tricks on me? Come on, man. Come on. Come on, Count Dracula. I'm just fucking with you. I'm not going to mind. I'm not going to take over your mind. I am going to let you just do what you do. All
All right, Dracula. Hey, I want to tell you that, I really appreciate you coming here and letting me do this interview. Hey, have you always lived? Now, you live in America now. Have you always lived in America? That's one question I wanted to ask you.
No, I have not always lived in America. I used to live in Transylvania. But nowadays I do live in America. I do say that. I like it here. But sometimes I go back to Transylvania to visit. I moved here in the 70s. Like I said, I've been alive for 500 years. But I moved here during the 70s because I love the disco. I love the disco. The Bee Gees. They were my favorite band. And I was so upset when disco went out of style. I love the Bee Gees, Casey and the Sunshine Band. I always thought that song from the Bee Gees, Staying Alive, was very funny to me. Staying alive? Yes, staying alive. Especially when I was sucking the shit out of someone's blood. Usually I will suck someone's blood and may let them live. But back then, I was in the 70s, I was very angry, so, a lot of times I would just kill them. Fuck it. Nowadays, there's, with all of the DNA and all of the forensic type stuff, I try not to kill people as much these days, unless you're just a fucking asshole, and then I will suck all of your blood and turn you into a dry fucking corpse. Suck you dry till you are dead. You will be a crispy piece of rotten meat. That is what I do to people that make me angry. But yes, I have lived here since the 70s in America. I live in New Orleans now, yes. But I am visiting you. I am in Texas, just going around looking for blood to drink, and I decided to stop in and give you an interview. Because I like you. Mick, mine Carnival. It is very awesome. I love it.
Well, all right then, Dracula. That's crazy, man. I just wanted to, ask you a few questions. I really appreciate you stopping by. And, so all right, everyone out there. This was Count Dracula. So he does live in America. He moved here in the 70s. He's been around for 500 years. He moved here because disco. He loved disco. The Bee Gees. Yes, we remember the Bee Gees. So he does sleep in a coffin. He does stay up during the nighttime. He doesn't want to tell us what kills him. But hey, I understand that, Dracula. I wouldn't want to do that either, I wouldn't want everyone to know what kills me. But hey, a bullet could kill me just easy, You know what I'm saying? Pretty crazy.
Yes, I do. I understand. I understand. Yes, it is very crazy. And what you said about turning you immortal and turning you into a vampire. I am sorry about that, but I told you I do not turn fat people into vampires. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. Just so you know.
Yes. I remember you. I understand. You said no fat people. No fat people can be vampires. Okay? That's why you see it on TV. You never see a fat vampire. So, anyway. All right, Count Dracula. I appreciate you stopping by. And we'll maybe talk to you again sometime. Feel free to drop in anytime. We would love to interview you again. See how it's going with you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mick, and I will talk to you later. Count Dracula. Goodbye, people out there in YouTube land.
All right, that was Count Dracula, guys. Boy, that was an interesting interview, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, yeah. So anyway, I appreciate any of you guys that are tuning in. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to send me a message. Feel free to get your friends to subscribe. And remember, it's always free here at Mick's Mind Carnival. So, hey, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you again soon. So, take care out there.